like we had a solid practice. Focused on our third downs, focused on the red zone. I thought our guys had pretty good energy, and overall pretty well pleased.
If you go into Saturday and Nick's not 100%, do you plan to play him?
We'll make that decision, probably tomorrow or Friday on how he's doing and what our plan is. He is getting better, matter of fact, quite a bit better. So we'll make that decision tomorrow.
So right now, there's a chance that he doesn't play Saturday.
I would say there's a chance. Probably not a very good chance, but there's a chance.
What have you seen out of Brandon Foles since he's kind of moved over to this?
Well, we felt like he graded out pretty well last week. Did a good job in his blocking assignments, and the routes he ran we thought were pretty solid.
How's Cass doing?
Good.
Is he able to practice?
Yeah, practiced the last 2 days.
Chris Davis, how's he been back? Saw you moving back in the starting rotation.
Yeah, I mean, he looks a lot better. It looks like he's improving every day. He looked good this week.
Anything from Western Carolina that kind of sticks out to you, offensively or defensively, you notice?
They got a couple good receivers. I feel like their quarterback can really run. They're a scrappy bunch.
Talk about building a balance. I mean, you really haven't had a single game where both. Well, I guess LSU you're pretty evenly spread, but outside of that game, playing behind. How do you kind of hope to go in? Do you have a plan kind of going forward into that game? Maybe scripting the first couple series and establish that balance early.
Well, we have a plan going to each game. It just depends on how the game unfolds, and a lot of times it's we try to take what the defense gives you. If they're playing back, you run the football, they roll an extra guy down, you need to throw it. I mean, I think the bottom line is us moving forward. I mean, we've got to be a little more balanced, when we have the opportunity to be that way. But like I said, overall, I think for the most part, our guys have done a solid job.
Gus, who's the first man up if Nick's unable to go?
I don't know yet. We're still working through that.
Gus, in his first game back from injury, how do you feel like Jonathan Jones played?
Well, he made a couple of impact plays in the game. I mean, I was very pleased. I mean, he's a very explosive player, and it was good to have him back.
Are there some guys that haven't had a chance to play a whole lot other than Jonathan that you'd like to have a chance to see play some?
Well, I mean, that's best case scenario, but I mean, we're going this thing like we're going in every other game, and we're going to do everything in our power to win the game and to get better. I mean, that's been my message. We're fortunate enough to play people. That's great, but that's any game.
If you need to call on Jeremy Johnson to play, do you feel like he's ready?
Well, Jeremy's got a lot of reps in practice, since fall camp and even during the season. So we'd be confident in both those guys, to execute our offense.
Special teams, what areas you kind of looked at here, these the first 5 weeks you really got to improve on? What are you really happy with?
Well, last week the focus was on down the football, inside the 10-yard line, and the guys really responded. And that was an impact play that Jonathan Jones had on the 1-yard line. And so we just really focused on just little things. Now that we got our personnel pretty much straight, just focused on the little things to make each unit, better.
You just talk about going for it on 2, seemingly, whenever you guys score that first touchdown. Is that just where did that philosophy come from? How long have you been doing it?
Well, I mean, we're trying to do everything we can to win the game and put pressure on the other opponent and keep the pressure on. And if the opportunity presents itself and we feel like there's a very high percentage of being successful, we'll do it. And that's our philosophy, and we're going to be very aggressive.
Anything else?
I guess you please finally have an afternoon game, so maybe you can go somewhere to eat other than Waffle House.
We got to win first.
Thank you, Coach.